What's going on, guys? Back here in another video, and we've got some updates to go, so let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, as you guys can probably see behind me, things look a little different than usual. Yeah, I've moved. I'm not in the bedroom anymore that I was before, and this is the new place. I was planning on moving for a while, and I finally had the chance to do it, so yeah, go ahead and knocked it out. So here's a small tour of the place. Obviously bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room. Not the biggest space, but it's very adequate for one person. So yeah, that's that. You know, not really a whole lot to go over. It's a nice space. I'm really happy with it so far. Like I said, plenty for one person, so I'm really happy. So let's go ahead and get into the interesting stuff though. So I'm still trying to get used to this camera setup, so forgive me if things look a little funky for the first few minutes, but let's go ahead and look at the setup and see, you know, what we got new, what we got going on. So let's go ahead and see here. All right, so as you can see, we've got the very messy desk setup, as this thing has trouble focusing. As you can see, we've got the desk, we've got rack number 2 and rack number 1. So let's go ahead and talk about what's new, what's changed, and what's to come. So here we've got the same monitors as last time. As you guys can see, the same LG 32, the same Asus 32. These are getting swapped out eventually, I just don't know when. Obviously the same keyboard, the same mouse. We got a couple Tractor MIDI controllers for when Native Instruments MIDI controllers for when I use Tractor. I just use it for fun. I'm not an actual DJ or anything like that. I just I do mix for fun occasionally. And there's the 16-inch MacBook Pro that you guys just saw a video on, so that is still around. We've got the rack, which is still the rack. It's still that 12U StarTech rack that I have from the last place. Still got 3750, just got it minimally wired up for right now. Still got the Ubiquiti switch aggregation. I'm so sorry if this video seems out of focus. I'm still getting used to this new camera setup, so obviously still got the Ubiquiti switch aggregation, still got the R740 16 bay, and I still have the R720 XD. Now unfortunately I'm having a lot of issues with the R720 XD, so I think that's going to be on the chopping block to either get fixed or get sold. R740 is still kicking. I don't have any plans to get rid of this anytime soon, to be honest. This, if anything, we're going to be adding more storage to this. I want to fill this thing up with NVMe drives on the inside. Now, one thing I do want to talk about the R740, this has 96 gigs of RAM. That's something that's changed that I didn't document. This has a Xeon 4210R that hasn't changed, and this thing has 100% SSD storage. There's absolutely no spinning disks inside this machine. I would pull it out and show you guys, but I did convert this to all solid-state storage. It has a bunch of SAS SSDs, and it's got NVMe disks inside of it. So I just want to let you guys know that it's not really new. It's been like that for about 9 or 10, probably about a year actually. I just never made a video on it because obviously I don't think anybody wants to see any videos about storage. So yeah, like I said, 3750X, everything's still pretty much the same. Now what's new, if you go to rack number 2, as you can see here, we've definitely got some new additions here. So let's go ahead and start at the top. This is the second 3750X. I don't know if I've showed this on the channel yet or not, but it's there. I've got my management router here, so I can connect to the management for all these machines wirelessly. You don't have to run a second cable like that. So, and that is the WAN basically going into pfSense on the R740. That's what that is. So, yeah, the main connection. So. Yeah, 3750X, that's new-ish. I've had it for a while, just never used it, and now it's being used. I'm going to be using this probably just for like an offline network, to be honest. This rack is probably going to be entirely offline. I still don't know what exactly I'm going to do with it, so yeah. Got a Dell monitor just for testing. Amazon Basics keyboard. Now here's the fun stuff right here. We've got not one, but two, if it'll focus. HP DL360 G10s. That's right. These are different spec. One has two Xeon 4110s. One has two Xeon 4110s. I think one has like a 4108 or something like that. I don't know, but they both have two CPUs per. Both have, I think, 48 gigs of RAM. One has storage. This is an SSD I put in here, and obviously this one's blank. But plans for these, man, I don't have any immediate plans. They were very, very cheap, and I had to go buy them. That's basically why I have these machines here. There was no way I was going to pass up the deal on these, so I got these. I paid $500 for both of these. I mean, it's a pretty insane deal, but yeah, pretty crazy. So Z440s, these are not new. These are Z440s that I've put together in the past. This one's 18 core. This is the 18 core Hackintosh actually. This has all the, you know, the 18 core Xeon, all that stuff in it. This is a 16 core Hackintosh. Both of these work. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing with them just yet. I was thinking about piecing them out and getting ready to sell them for a, you know, something else, or maybe to sell them for parts for the G10s, but I don't really know what direction I'm going with any of this just yet. Obviously, we've got the DS4246, which has been sitting for, oh gosh, I think I've had this thing for 2 years. I've never used it. Gonna be using this soon. I just have to figure out what I want to do for a storage array. And by storage array, I mean storage controller. What do I want to do? Do I want to do a dedicated machine? Do I want to do a VM? Not really sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all the updates I've got so far. Not really too much going. Oh, let's go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this camera setup, but as you can see, there's been a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes, you know, moving new computers, and we're just getting started, man. We're just getting started. I'm really excited to share the projects upcoming with you guys. We've got Hackintoshes, we've got server builds, we've got entire lab builds coming up, so I'm excited to share all that with you. And then the last thing, I don't know if you guys can see it, right there in that box. That is another project that's coming sometime next year. I haven't even had a chance to unbox it. That's how much stuff's been going on, man. It's been crazy the last like 2 or 3 months. Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all the stuff I've got to share with you guys. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great holiday season. I know I've been so blessed to have all these projects, you know, falling into place for me. New place, you know. It's been great, man. Life's good. Life's good right now. So, yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. I don't think I have anything else to update you guys on as far as lab stuff. Like I said, we've got that project coming soon. I don't know what I'm going to start on first, to be honest with you, man. There's so much, like the G10s, the Z440s, you know. I don't know. So just stay tuned for some more fun stuff, and I'll get you to the next one.